Metal Slug!
Damn, that sounds delicious. I could go for some angel food ice cream right now. Alright, Battle Scroll. Nstone Cache. Also, Core Rules Update. I'm told there was a Core Rules Update. If you don't mind, I'm gonna do the Core Rules first. These set the foundation for everything else, right? So we'll do it. We'll do that one. And, it's gonna be big. So we have the big hat. Tonel Tadaro. What do we got here? Core Rules. Designer Commentary, February 24. Looking for Magenta. Each time an ability is used, if the effect allows multiple units to be picked, a rule states pick up to 3 friendly units. Can the same unit be picked more than once? No. Oh. This is the exact opposite of a ruling they used to have. Last time, the question was, can the same unit be picked more than once? And to the surprise of many, the answer was yes. Now the answer is no. Designer's note. Previous designer's commentary that stated otherwise has been removed. This is good. I agree. Good. They could just write 3 different units every time. Or they could write the rule in a way that made it obvious that you can pick the same one more than once. But yeah, they've reversed their decision. And I like this answer better. This one makes sense. I think it's in general kind of better for the game if most things default work like this. And this is also a good sign. It means that if they have a bad ruling, they just, okay, we ruled on this way, and then they look at the game, and then later they're like, yeah, that wasn't good, we'll change it. That's good. We could be living in a world where they like refuse to change a ruling because they're like too proud to change it or something. It happens a lot. But we're not living in that world. That's good. This is both a good sign and a good ruling. Not bad. Rare to see JW admit mistakes like that. Well, if you want to get technical, every single errata and balance change is really, in essence, an admission of a mistake. So in that respect, we're in too deep already. When is the control of objectives and scoring of victory points done in relation to other abilities that are used at the end of turn, after all such abilities? All right, good. Makes sense. Not bad. This is when the crowd chants, you fucked up, you fucked up. Sure. They've made worse rulings in this one and haven't reversed them, to be fair. I'm thinking about the what is a wizard one. I'm thinking about the what happens if the base won't fit on the table one. I'm thinking about the when does something become a wizard during character creation one. Yeah, there's a bunch of them that were way worse than this one. And they didn't go back on, but I'm glad they did on this one. And then this one over here, that makes sense. I don't know what the exact rule they were wondering about, what was the situation, but after all such abilities makes sense. If an ability allows a unit to be picked to fight after another friendly unit has fought, Rathicorn, Bloodthirster's, Commander Tyrant's ability, does the unit picked have to be eligible to fight? Yes. Okay, and then they're just referring to a core rule. This isn't even a change. This is just like, this is how it works, by the way, rule. A little bit snarky, perhaps, to link to the rule, but it was a dumb question, so that's fair. Must I follow the rules? Yeah. Even in exception-based design. If a unit has a random move characteristic, is it generated before or after the player has picked the unit to run? After. Alright. Follow-up question. If a unit has a random move characteristic, is it bad? Answer. Almost certainly. There's probably an exception somewhere in there, but we hate those. Or I hate those, I guess, I should say. Next. So far, so good. Oh. Hold on, these are magenta. Does that matter? I think they just decided to have the background of... I'm gonna read these anyway. It's strange that... Does this mean this is a new word put into this one? Changes from previous versions will be highlighted in magenta. Well, technically this is highlighted in magenta. This down here is not highlighted. That's just the color of the text. Units mostly set up and finish every move as a single coherent group. A unit of... Yeah. Okay. I don't think those are changes. Wards. Oh, here we go. Replace the paragraph with the following. Some abilities allow you to roll a dice. That should be roll a die. The singular form is die. To negate a wound or mortal wound. Or to allocate a wound or mortal wound to a unit other than the original target. Oh, that's not true. Maybe they're making this true. Some abilities allow you to roll a die to... Yeah, abilities of this type are referred to as wards. So, is every bodyguard ability just a ward now? We're changing what ward means. We're expanding the definition of wards to encompass bodyguard abilities. Okay. I don't know that I hate this. No, I do hate this. I don't like this. I think this type of umbrella doesn't have to expand to mean both of those two pretty different things. But it's no harm really for them to do it. I just think it's a little messy to do it. Abilities of the type are referred to as wards, and the dice roll is referred to as a ward roll. Unless stated otherwise, the ward roll is made before the wound is allocated to the model in question. Yeah. Because I'm pretty sure the wording on most of them are like, if it would be, then do this, right? So it's not quite, it's if it would be, right? Up to one ward roll can be made for each wound or mortal wound, unless specified otherwise, right? If the ward roll is successful, the wound or mortal wound is negated, has no effect on the model. If a wound or mortal wound cannot be negated, you cannot make a ward roll for that wound or mortal wound. Okay. So, I don't necessarily like encompassing bodyguard and normal wards in the same rule, but if you've decided to do that, I don't think there's anything mechanically wrong with it. Things that stop wards also stop bodyguard. This means that if you're using bodyguard ability, you can choose to either use a ward or not use a ward, right? And the bodyguard unit doesn't get a ward. They just take it, which is correct. It's supremely annoying and essentially bullshit when you can pass off a wound to a bodyguard and then they get a ward against that. Bullshit, right? Things should die in this game. It should be possible to die. So this is a way to stop that from happening. Fine, that sucks. Unless stated otherwise, unless specified. Okay, so we're allowing wards and bodyguards that used to do that to still do that, I guess. Pretty sure that's the Fire Slayer guy. Maybe let's see. Is the OBR, do those guys work like that? Is there Stormcast guys that do that? I wonder. Anyway, if your War Scroll right now allows it, it still allows it apparently. Because it says unless stated otherwise. But just for the future, you can only have one essentially ward roll for the most part. I agree. We got rid of double stacking wards, and Bodyguard was just a loophole as far as I'm concerned, so honestly good. Good. And also this probably means that when the 4th edition books start coming out, anybody with one of those loopholes probably gets it closed on the War Scroll. I would imagine. Battleshock phase. Add the following sidebar note. Models removed from play as a result of their unit being split have fled. Models that have fled are treated as having been slain for rules purposes unless noted otherwise. In addition, rules that allow a model to do something like fight when slain are not triggered when a model flees. Okay. That's a fine reminder text. This sentence is weird, though. Models that have fled are treated as having been slain for rules purposes unless noted otherwise. And then here's one of the notes otherwise. There's probably a lot of notes otherwise. I still don't think this is quite clean, but it's a step in the right direction. It allows you to not purposefully screw up your own coherency, just to kill half your guys, and now you get a bunch of, like, squigs piling in and attacking before they die. Pink horrors, for instance. Yeah, good. Fuck both of those units. Spells. Add the following. Some abilities allow a unit to roll a die to ignore the effect of a spell, or ignore the abilities of an endless spell. These abilities usually suck, because they're like 6s or something. Some of them are good, though. If more than one ability would allow you to roll a die to ignore the effect of the spell or ignore blah blah blah, only one of those can be applied. Yeah, okay, figures. They don't stack. You just choose the best one. Player whose unit would be affected by the spell must pick. Yeah. You just pick the best one. That's fine. Okay, this wasn't a lot of... I was told there was a lot of core rules updates. This isn't a lot. But I don't think any of these are bad rulings. This one's a little messy, I think. And... that one's messy, but I like what they're doing. I agree with the outcome. What was the other one I liked? Oh, this one, there's no reason for this one here to exist whatsoever. Right here. Each time an ability is used, as the effect allows multiple units to be picked, can the same unit be picked more than once? You don't need to ask this. Every ability like this, you can just write different units. You can say the word different, and then there you go. Writing different as the basic template for a spell that targets stuff like that is the same as making a core rule hidden somewhere in a place no one ever looks. Just type the word different, right? And then you're safe. Yeah, I would change this on a per spell basis. What if you made a spell and you intended for that spell to really be able to target the same guy more than once, but you balanced it? It's like, no, this spell is fine to do that. Why is that illegal to write? Why have you tied your arms behind your back? With a core rule, essentially. Kind of stifling future innovation that way. You should just write different unit if you think it shouldn't be different. I don't know. So I kind of disagree with the philosophy of this ruling, but I agree with the outcome of it for the most part. Picking the same thing more than once on most of those. I'm thinking of a few of them. Are they like too good? Kind of depends. That was just for Cities of Sigmar, right? This thing? Is there any other thing where it says pick up to 3 and it doesn't say different and it's overpowered? I mean, I said, yeah, besides the Siege of Sigmar thing. Like, besides that one. IDK had one. IDK does have one, but it's not overpowered. Because it's on the Eidolon of Mathland, and that guy sucks. The fact that those stack makes him... You might consider playing him, even though I don't think you still would. Versus just never, you know. Maybe I'm like... Maybe I'm thinking about it weird. To me, it's like... In general, there's almost no such thing as an overpowered rule. Because it exists floating in the middle of space. It has no consequences. It's not attached to anything. Put it on a unit, and we'll see if that unit is too good. Or we'll see if the army is too good because of that unit or whatever. That's kind of more what I care about. Ahem. Anyway, it's fine. Yeah, these core rule changes are not bad. BATTLESCROLL, Nstone, Cache. Changes from the previous BATTLESCROLL are highlighted in magenta. Alright, here it is. 5 months in the making. Not really 5 months in the making. I'm gonna be honest. Probably like 3 days. 1 day after LVO for sure. You know, coherency, General's Handbook stuff. Core Battalions, Wizard Finders of Anditor Magic Hunters. Can somebody tell me what this is? Oh wait, hold on. I'll take screen off. I'll take chat off screen so you can read this. Wizard Finders of Anditor. The fuck is that? Never heard of it in my life. Because it's a battalion that doesn't allow Beastclaw to play with it, and so I don't know what it is. Does anybody play this thing? What is it? Add the following paragraph to the beginning of this ability. Each time a unit in this battalion is affected by a spell cast by an enemy unit or the abilities of a endless spell. 5 up ignore. Okay, 5 up spell ignore then. What is this? I'm looking up these battalions real quick. Okay. You include any of the following core battalions in your army. Alright. Anditorian Acolytes. At the start of your hero phase, if there are 2 more friendly locusts on the battlefield, roll a die on a 3 up, begin 1 primal magic dice. Yeah, I played against this one a lot. This one's popular. Because primal magic is overpowered. And so people like that one. And all you need is 2 foot wizards. I can't play this one because I don't have foot heroes, really. And then Wizard Finders of Anditor. Each time a unit is picked to fight, you can say that it will go on a wizard hunt. Oh, we're going on a wizard hunt. If you do so, pick 1 melee weapon profile on that unit's war scroll. And the unit could be an infantry, okay. Till the end of the phase, add 1 attack's characteristic, but all the attacks have to target the wizard. No wizards in the battalion. Okay, so this sucks. This actually sucks. And they know it sucks, so they're giving them a 5 up spell ignore as well. They're like, look, this shit is trash, especially compared to leaning into primal magic, which is OP. Or being 1 drop, which is also OP. So what if it gave you +1 attacks against wizards? And a 5 up spell ignore. Alright. I don't think people will take it even after this buff. But it's clear that they noticed that no one's taking it. And so they made it way better. Isn't that what you're supposed to do? They might not have gone far enough, or the other ones are just better for other reasons, but They notice no one's taking the obviously bad one, and so they make it more powerful. That's what patches and balance updates are supposed to do. Alright. I mean, kind of good work. That's what you're supposed to do, right? But all the good spells get cast on your own dudes? Usually, yes. Almost always, except for Blizzard. That has always been my complaint about 5-up spell ignores and 6-up spell ignores and stuff. The most powerful spells in the entire game are all exclusively buffs that you target your own guys with, not the enemy. The exceptions are Blizzard and maybe Lord Croak, I guess. But yeah, that's in general, that's why I don't like spell ignores, for the most part. Battle tactics. Add the following battle tactic. Oh, we got new battle tactics? Total Eclipse. Does Total Eclipse technically affect the unit, or does it affect you, the player? I never had to look that up. I don't... Because in my head it doesn't target units, so it gets around spell ignore anyway. Damn, spell ignore sucks, except when it doesn't. It affects the model using the command. I suppose I would have to check the tapes on the specific wording, right? Maybe there was even an FAQ about it. We might see it in the future. You know what? We're back. That was the checking the tapes stinger. I clicked the wrong button, but enjoy it anyway. We found Total Eclipse. Alright. Total Eclipse is a spell and it's casting value 9. Until your next hero phase, your opponent must spend 2 command points to issue a command instead of 1. Your opponent, okay. You do choose a guy to issue that command, so maybe there's a little bit of a gray area. But this seems to... Doesn't say target, doesn't mention the units at all. This one seems to work on the opponent. And I don't think it interacts with a 5-up spell ignore. But maybe there's an FAQ about it. I think you just suck it. Battle tactics. Add the following battle tactic. Drain their power. Please battle tactic at the end of your turn of a friendly hero with a Nstone adornment. What's that? Is that weak shit if you don't have any wizards? Contesting an objective that was controlled by your opponent at the start of your turn. Okay. Free battle tactic. Well, alright then. This is what they do. This is their most powerful weapon. If shit is not going well for anything, their most powerful weapon is to give it a battle tactic. These things move the needle to a crazy degree. An outsized degree, I would say. To the point that I would argue the game is almost more about battle tactics than it even is about objectives. Almost. Especially if you factor in tiebreakers at tournaments and stuff. So if you want to really... It seems to me that they did this because they noticed that people that suck at Magic and aren't trying to... Like, they don't have wizards. It seems like Nstone Adornments is cold comfort. And those people are getting smashed, for the most part. So here's a battle tactic. Alright. Drain their power. Drain their power. New one for Sons of Behemoth to not interact with the opponent even more. Yep. This one's free. Battle plan, power flux, victory points. Change the 4th bullet. Score 1 victory point if any enemy wizard hero units were destroyed in that battle round. Scored at the end of the round instead of at the end of each turn. Okay. End of the battle round. So no more 2 victory points for killing stuff during a battle round. Got it. No longer each turn. Fine. I don't remember this one really mattering ever. but maybe that's for other people to worry about. So, long story short, what do we have here? Our anti-wizard, like our fighting the wizards to kill them battalion was trash. We've made it arguably twice as strong. We'll see if that moves the needle. People who don't have wizards were getting smashed hard. So here's a free battle tactic, which is the most powerful thing we can do to help somebody not lose. And then some people were getting too many points from killing wizards one time. All right. What else does this mean? It means that for once, I think, usually, whatever the season rule is, leaning into anti the season rule is the more powerful choice, usually. For monsters, it was this. For all sorts of stuff, it was this. For Battle Line, it was this, remember? People were purposefully not choosing Battle Line so that people couldn't slice them up. This one, it seems like magic just is kind of dominant. In the aggregate, at least. So here's some help. Okay. I'm gonna say it. I'm gonna say it right now. Wait, Nstone adornment. Hold up. Hold up. Checking the tapes of my own army real quick. Alright, Nstone adornments. A Nstone adornment is a unique enhancement that can only be taken in an army that does not include any wizards or any units with abilities that would allow a unit to cast spells the same manner as wizard. Always take one. Each time you take one, you can pick one Nstone adornment from the table below and give it to one hero in your army that does not have an artifact of power. Cool. I wanted to see. A lot of times they say that is not a monster, despite personally me and also Sons of Behemoth. But it looks like I'm allowed to take Nstone adornments. I said no to it previously because primal dice are fun, and Blizzard is so fucking overpowered that even though I have no chance of casting it, I still take that spell. I don't know. Does this move the needle for me? If I can get an extra battle tactic, maybe. I don't know. Maybe. Okay. I might just keep that window open. Oh wait, I only have one hero that can choose an artifact of power. Fuck. Someday. Someday I'll interact with seasons. General's Handbook. What else we got here? Alright. We're on to the armies themselves. I'm surprised in a sense that no Blizzard nerf, huh? No nerf to Blizzard. That's shocking to me. But alright. Death 1984, thanks for the tier 1. 29 months, thanks a lot. Huge update for a huge game system. True. True, thanks for the tier 1, I appreciate it. I only say it's shocking for the no Blizzard nerf because it seems to be all anyone complains about ever. Ahem. I keep losing to Blizzard, but it's because I'm not playing well against it. So really it's my own fault. But I've almost universally, it seems like everybody is complaining about Blizzard. So, but I guess it's fine. Alright, let's get to the armies. Blades of Khorne. These guys are really good. Blades of Khorne are really good. Have been since their new book came out. A lot of longtime Khorne players were mad. Because they did the thing that, like, Games Workshop players often hate. And it's, your army is really strong, but not fun to play. And from a lot of Blades of Khorne players, that was the sentiment I got. They're like, we hate we don't want to play like this. We hate how it plays, but we're crazy strong. It's the worst place to be. But I know a lot of tactical Khorne players who are pretty enjoying it. Hater Sorcery had the following. Each time friendly unit casts a spell, you must roll a die. On a 5-up, the spell is automatically unbound. Why don't you just write a rule that says Khorne armies, nothing in a Khorne army can even attempt to cast a spell? Why don't you just say that? Just rip the band-aid off. Just make it literally illegal to even attempt to cast a spell in a Khorne army. Just do that. Shit or get off the pot. What about Be'lakor? The man can't cast spells in a Khorne army. Khorne hates it. Khorne himself stops Be'lakor from casting a spell. Like if your army is a Khorne army, you can't cast spells. If it means that much to the god, apparently. This shit sucks. How is this even possible? Allies? I don't know. But however they managed to do it, because Khorne miracles are just magic, basically. Yeah. Maggotkin of Nurgle. Was there a problem with Maggotkin of Nurgle, anybody? I know that there's a no pile-in thing that was super toxic to play against, but Nurgle themselves aren't exactly amazing. Slobbity Bilepiper. Oh, I remember that guy. Change my love is like a ripe fart. Can we change the name? Subtract 1 from hit rolls for attacks. Target friendly Nurgle demon units holding within 14 of any friendly Slobbity Bilepiper is playing this tune. This is a really good tune. This is a great ability. What did this thing used to be? Is this a buff? No. The -1 to hit used to... Oh, it used to be the no pile-in thing. Like 0 piling in. Okay. Alright. This is a strong effect. -1 hit rolls. 14-inch holy. Nurgle demon units. That sucks, actually. I wish it was everybody. It sucks that you're bingoed in. Used to be no pile-ins towards any Nurgle unit within 12 of Sloppity, yeah. So this must have used to have been that ability that I heard everybody complaining about. Like they get close to you and then you just have to stand there fighting them with 2 guys forever and you can never pile in and it's bullshit or something. Yeah, okay. Yeah, -1 to hit or is actually sick though. Beasts of Chaos. Gores have reached 2, Zangors have reached 2. Okay, good. You know what? They're just preparing us for 4th edition when everybody fights in 2 ranks anyway, right? I don't think Gores ever meaningfully attack in the first place, but hey, 2-inch reach is fine. Did you do this to Bestigors too? Do Bestigors have a 2-inch reach yet? Do they have 2-inch reach yet, Bestigors? I remember they had one a long time ago, but I haven't played near them. Bestigor. Yeah, okay, they're 2-inch. Truly the best of Gores. The best boys. It's quality of life. Every 2-inch reach they add to the game is like big time quality of life for anybody who ever plays these units. 2 inches is all you need, baby. Yeah. Scaven. You complete this battle tactic at the end of the turn if 2 or more friendly Scaven units are treated this turn. What did this used to be? Was this if any friendly Scaven unit flee, or if it was 3? Like, is this better or worse than it used to be? Seems like a fairly easy battle tactic to accomplish. Hero and unit. Oh, now it's just 2 of them. Cool. Wait, maybe it wasn't easy. Because what if you just died? Anyway, good. Quality of life for battle tactics. I hate battle tactics. Gracier on Screaming Bell. Delete the pushed into battle rule. I remember that one from last time. Finally. Plague Monks change the unit size to 20. Well, they come in 20 boxes, right? They come in boxes of 20, if I IRC correctly. Hold on, I'm clicking through the 79 clicks on the web store to go to Scaven and then find Plague Monks. Did they come in boxes of 20 or boxes of 10? Here, I'll show you my struggle. The fuck does it say what comes in the fucking box? Ah! 20. I mean, there's 20 pictured. Surely that's 20, right? If we just look at the picture. I was trying to look for words. I could have just looked at the picture. My mistake. Yeah, if the box is 20, then the unit size should be 20. I agree. Good change. Slaves of the Darkness. It was a word, not numeric. Oh, I was looking for 20s. More tech guards sweating. Now we can have 60 Plague Monks. Is that good? You don't know. Now we can have 60 Plague Monks again, because they used to be 20s. They were 20s for a real long time, and then they became 10s, and now they're back to 20s. It's fine. Good. Slaves of the Darkness. Demon Prince. Change the attacks here. Yo, we're changing War Scrolls. Hold up. Big. Huge. Change the attacks characteristic of Demon, Axe, and Hellforged Sword to 7, and the attacks characteristic of Malefic Talons to 12. Nice. This used to be 5 and what? 8? What was the Talons at before? I think it was 8. They've realized that the Demon Prince hella sucks. Even at 12 claws, I don't think you're quite all there yet. I don't know why they didn't keep it to 5 and 8 and just let you have both weapon and claw. Or hell, even nerf it a little bit, right? 4 and 6. But both weapons. Just let them have both weapons. Anyway, people were like not choosing to summon a Demon Prince because a random ass foot hero is literally better. Does that change with this mathematic calculation? Maybe, maybe not. At least they seem to know that this guy sucks. All of his heroic actions are trash. Hey, what if he had to choose between a bunch of heroic actions, but you're playing Slaves to Darkness, so you already have the best one in the whole game, and you're using that always? And then also the Demon Prince ones, what if they suck real bad? Holy shit. Anyway, good change. Probably not enough, but good change. 7 attacks with the axe. Ooh, I was thinking about the claws, personally, but I can't remember what the weapon profiles were. Disciples of T-Zench. Increase the range of Savage Blade, a pair of Savage... Oh, just 2-inch range. Got it. Okay. Good. Quality of life. Pitch battle profiles. Horrors of Tzeentch. Can we just delete this unit forever? This is the most changed unit of all time. And it's not close. And it's never been fun, ever, for anyone. Whoever came up with the idea of splitting horrors, you might not have known it at the time, but you've caused true suffering. Change to battle line if the unit contains no blue and no brim. If the unit contains no pink, change the points cost to 120. If it contains no pink and no blue, change the point cost to 80. Alright. I'm not even going to pretend to know what the fuck that means. This unit is bullshit. It's like aggressively unfun. Everything about it. I don't know. Hey, any Tzeentch players suffering under the effects of having to play this crap? Is this a good change? What did it do? Help me out here. In Old World, they just gave up and said horrors don't get the split. That's it. I'm playing Old World. They know how to write rules. They know what's worth trying to salvage and what is worth throwing away. That's it. I'm switching sides. Thank you for the awesome content. You were looking forward to the stream once the update dropped. Hey, thanks, Disaster Plan. I appreciate it. Their aim was to give Tzeentch the option to use them as screens. Okay. Thanks, I hate it. I'm glad you have the option. Vanquishers. 2-inch range. Which one are Vanquishers again? Oh, shit. There was a time where I really could keep track of every single Stormcast foot unit. Vanquishers are the ones that proc a mortal wound on their sword hits, right? And their battle line. And they have the vaguely humanoid-looking armor. No? Oh, I tried. Vanquishers. Two attacks, 3s and 3s, 1/1. 4 up save, 5. 100 points for 5. Super cheap. Vanquisher Herald, if the unit receives Rally, you get it on a 5 up. I don't like Rally. Add 1 attack characteristic. If there are 5 or more models in the target unit, add 2. If instead of 1 if there are 10 or more. Okay. And then what are we doing with it? 2-inch reach instead of 1. Okay. I like the idea of Vanquishers. Vanquishers have what I think is a good idea for a job. A lot of stuff in Age of Sigmar seemingly doesn't have a job thought up for it. I like Vanquishers. What are Vanquishers? They are chaff that can possibly kill enemy chaff. It's like a chaff battle. Usually chaff literally can't fight, like you might as well not even roll for it, but they're like, what if your chaff could kill chaff? Then you wouldn't have to, like, attack something with a hammer and leave it open to countercharge or something like that. It's a cool idea for a job, is all I'm saying. I don't know if they can kill opposing chaff, but maybe they can. And this just helps them do it. 2-inch range. They're great swords. They're supposed to be chaff slayers. It all makes sense. Also good quality of life. 4 up save is lame. Yeah, they got the combat skirts. I like how the Stormcast player forgot. Look, it's a lot to, it's a lot to keep in your head. There's infinite Stormcast units. And as soon as 4th edition comes out, there'll be another fucking 7 to remember. Enjoy. Seraphon. First time each phase that this general either successfully casts a spell or unbinds. You receive 2 cosmic power instead of 1. Okay. less point summoning, I suppose. Curb those points a little bit. You only get it on the first one instead of all 4 or whatever. Sure. Kroxigor changes the wounds characteristic from 4 to 5. Oh. Hold up. Does that mean... Dude, somebody get a... Don't call him yet, but somebody get a wellness check on Bobo. Because... if, like, Iron Guts or Gluttons just got a wounds characteristic bump to 5, he's gonna need a wellness call. He might have a heart attack. Because Kroxigors are just ogres, and they had the exact same stat line as them, basically. What if? Imagine 5 wound Gluttons just like Bobo has been hopium for. Tennessee Two-Step, thanks for the meme ad. I'll put it in a reasonable place. Huge Kronks. It's my understanding that nobody plays Kroxigor because they're not really that good. Hopefully this changes it, but I don't know if them not having enough wounds was their problem. I don't know the army well enough, though. City Sigmar. Blazing weapons. Well, unit has blazing weapons. Each unmodified hit roll is 6 for an attack made by the melee weapon. Okay, no ranged morties, huh? Alright, only melee now. How many times must you learn this, old man? Long range mortal wounds. 9 times out of 10 need to be nerfed after you write them carefree without a care in the world into every battle tome. Points go up, points go up, points go up. Ability only works on melee now instead of the spell stacking. It doesn't. Points up even more. It doesn't count as battle line quite as much. Every time, somehow. Hey, I look forward to the next battle tome that comes out that does the same thing. So yeah, we all expected that. Good. Probably crushes Fusiliers from the meta entirely. It might. It might do it. I wonder. I wonder what effects this will have. If this comes around, or like if this comes out, and we see no Fusiliers ever, well then we've gone too far, because there's like 2 worst case scenarios. One worst case scenario is you nerf the thing and everyone keeps playing with it and just dominates anyway because you nerfed it in the wrong way. And the other bad outcome is that no one plays that unit again forever. It's trash. You wasted your money buying it, right? And that's even worse. That's what angry people say they want, but I don't think they really want that. So if this comes out and people just simply don't play Fusiliers anymore, then that's a big problem that they gotta fix. Can't just buy a unit and a month later they're like, shit sucks now. Get fucking scammed, idiot. Thanks for your money. You know. Can't be doing that. Even though they have a long history of doing exactly that, and sometimes it's even 2 weeks. It can. It happened like clockwork in 40k. It's happened quite a few times in Age of Sigmar. I think that's like... if it's unintentional, it's sort of like a scam. When you're like, here's a unit, it has these rules, you buy it, you give them $300, and then 2 weeks later they're like, it works nothing like that anymore and it sucks and you don't want to play with it. You like stole their money. It's closing in on theft or a scam or something. You can't be doing that. We're supposed to be professionals over here. Any skull cannons in the chat? The lead designer live on stream says it's intended to work like that, and 2 weeks later changed. They thought they were safe. In the Deepkin, you can include bloodthirsty Shivas in your army. Yep, those are the sharks. If the unmodified hit roll for an attack made by a unit in the bloodthirsty Shiver 6 automatically wounds. Oh, I know a thing or two about Deepkin, because every once in a while I try to build an army list in Deepkin, because I own some models. And I never end up building an army that I'm happy with, or that I really want to play. And then I put it away, and I forget about it for a while. And then maybe the balance changes, or they get a new book, and I'm like, okay, let's see what's happening with Idnet Deepkin. Try to build an army list, and then, man, every time it's just like, yeah, I'm not happy with this list, and it doesn't look that fun to play. And then I just put it back on the shelf. Anyway, I say this because the sharks used to have exploding hits, and now they automatically wound. I'm not good at mathematics, but that's basically the same thing. Like if 6 is to hit, produce 2 hits. Or if 6 is to hit, automatically wound. That's, for the most part, it's essentially the same thing. It means that sometimes you would have gotten 2 hits that both wound, and sometimes you would have gotten 2 wounds, 2 things that fail to wound, right? So it essentially, it gets rid of the variance, both the highs and the lows, and it just says, do this fast, save some time. You wound on 3s with the shark. If you wounded on 2s, it would be like considerably worse. Oh wait, actually, I bet it's because you wounded on 3s. I bet extra attacks are a little better. Because 4s would be a 50-50, right? In my head. Anyway, I don't think it's a big deal. If to wound was 3 up, it's a little worse. In AOS, it's slightly worse. Okay. It's slightly worse, but you save some time. I don't know why they needed the nerf, but okay. I'm not trying to play sharks anyway. Eidolon and Mathland aspect of the sea, Tsunami of Terror. Change to Tsunami of Terror's spells, casting value 7, range 18. Pick up to 3 enemy units within range invisible. Subtract 1 for save rolls, attacks made with nail weapons, target the unit until your next hero phase. Okay. So it doesn't say different enemy units, but the core rules of the game just changed, so you can no longer pick the same enemy 3 times. And so Eidolon of Mathland, Aspect of the Sea, in my opinion, goes from being unplayable to still unplayable, just way worse. But maybe I judged him too harshly. Any real Idnet players in the chat? I'm just theory crafting Idnet Deepkin. I'm not a IDK player, so you might have a better frame of reference. The range went from 12 to 18. Oh, I didn't even notice that. You're right. It did have a range that was way too short, and now this is a reasonable range. With how scared I am of getting him anywhere near anything, that might actually be okay. Yeah, but the FAQ for Idnet Deepkin explicitly says it can target the same. Oh, true, yeah, okay. Because that's the old FAQ. And they didn't update that one. Although, I think, didn't this one say disregard the previous ruling? And you wouldn't be in too much of a reach to say that the old FAQ is the previous ruling because it's worded the same. Anyway, even if it does, it wouldn't be for too much longer. He's just okay. Storm is better in your opinion. Yeah. Anyway, 18's good though. Fire Slayers. Huge. 2-inch reach for Fire Slayers is massive. It's bigger for them than it is for anybody else that I've read about so far. One-inch reach on 32s with their wide ass, huge, symmetrical models. This is big. I don't know if anybody plays Volkites anymore, but that's big. It's good for the future, good quality of life. Text is still present in the FAQ for IDK that came out today. Yeah, true. It's still there. They forgot to remove it, but it's still there, so it works the old way, obviously. With that in mind, who would 2-inch range be most amazing for? In the whole game? Let's see. Maybe Night Haunt. Because you're supposed to have clouds of guys and they do no damage. And so giving them 2-inch range kind of doubles their damage. Kurnoth with great swords. Oh, true. Beat him. Yeah, Kurnoth. Well, are Kurnoth bases bigger than 2, though? They're in the huge bases, aren't they? It depends on Kurnoth. I can't remember if their base size is bigger or smaller than 2 inches. They're on the 50s. Size F2 and can reach over. Okay, yeah, then first place Kurnoth with swords, second place Night Haunt. I know that Grimghast Reapers have 2, but I don't think the other Night Haunt does. Oh wait, we're in Night Haunt right now. Hold up. Hey, everybody gets 2. Big. Big. Big and huge. Bladegeist Revenants, Dreadscythe Herodans, Glavewraith Stalkers. This is great. Night Haunt is the army that their playstyle just never really all come together as intended. And they lack a lot of damage. And kind of doubling their damage depending is a good thing. We'll see how this shakes out. Good on them. Also, this was long overdue for the giant greatsword using huge scythes. Spears and stuff for the Glavewraith Stalkers, although they're kind of short spears, but they are spears. If swords were 2, what do you do with scythes? The same thing that you did with swords for the first 6 years of the game. Nothing. You used swords, or you used scythes for the first 6 years of the game, and then you switched to swords once they buffed those to be better than scythes. Glavewraiths still suck even though their model is awesome. No allegiance affect them. Oh, they're Mournfang. Okay. My condolences as a fellow unit for my own army haver who is kind of unaffected in a meaningful way by almost any of my allegiance abilities. I kind of know what that feels like. Oziarch Bone Reapers. Null Myriad. Yo, 4-up instead of 2-up? Huge nerf to Null Myriad. Damn. Massive nerf. I thought that... Didn't this used to be a 2-up? I don't have my finger on the pulse of competitive tournament. But... was this necessary? The season's almost over. After the Magic season, ain't no one playing Null Myriad ever again for the rest of all of Age of Sigmar. They weren't exactly the best army in the game. Or were they? I don't know. Maybe they were. I was watching LVO coverage and it was all KO and Cities of Sigmar and Blades of Corn and stuff. OBR wasn't, you know, they weren't in the top 4 anywhere. Albion, thanks for the tier 1. 35 months is a long time. Appreciate it. Freeze up list building because no hero needed. And yeah, not really needed. Really only blew out Croak and Techless, yeah. And Croak and Techless are getting shot to shit by other parts of the beta game, so. Alright. Hopefully people play the actual fun sub-factions. It sounds like they kind of already were, or we're moving towards that. And again, after this season, no one will touch Null Myriad again. It could be a 1-up and they wouldn't. Anyway. Free shrugs. Battle Tactics, the Grasping Dad. Change to pick one... Wait. Army, Soulblight, Gravelords, alright. Pick friendly summonable unit within 3 of... Please tactic if any enemy models were slain by that friendly unit this turn. And it is within 3 of enemy units at the end of the turn. Pick a friendly summonable that's in combat. And then you get the tactic if you kill some stuff. But not all of it. I tend not to like this type of battle tactic where it's like, if you live in a world where you miraculously roll too well, you are punished. Like, what if you probably can't kill the unit, but then you accidentally do because you roll too well? And you lose 2 victory points and the whole game because you succeeded really hard. Like, you did something cool, which should have been a good thing, but actually you lose the whole game. I don't like tactics like that. Yeah, Laughs and Mega Gargants, actually. And Ogres. Oh, all Ogre keywords have to be in combat? Cool. Alright, we'll charge everybody in. Oh no. I rolled all 6s every time. And I killed that unit with impact hits. And now it's the beginning of combat, and I'm not in combat. Well, I guess I lost the game for having too much fun by accident. 10 out of 10. Yeah, just don't do too many mortal wounds on the charge, I guess. You can choose not to impact. Can you? Let me rephrase that. Technically, according to the rules of the game, you may. However, now consider the average ogre player. Will they? There's your answer. You could just choose not to do the only thing your army does. Easy. Just don't do it. How much do you want to win? Do you want to do impact hits or do you want to win? Ogre players have already made that choice. If they wanted to win, they wouldn't be playing ogres. They want impact hits, and that's why they chose it. I will go down with this ship. Alright. I'm ready. My body is ready. My old list after last patch is now 2,010 points. Almost anything could happen, and we're cooking, right? Almost anything could happen. Let's read on. I'm just rolling to it. Fuck it. Oh, alright, nothing. Anyway, that's points, though. That's points. Orc Warclans. At the following battle tactics, you can... Oh, this is one of the ones I was spoiled on. I knew this one. I saw this one already. You can only pick this tactic if the model picked of your general has the Cruel Boys keyword. You can... Yeah, okay. No soup. So, they tried to hand out pity battle tactics to the worst performing armies in the game, which are like Iron Jaws and Cruel Boys and Bone Splitters especially and stuff like that. But what people did then was they just took the soup crap, played in Big Wah, and got everything for free. and had like 16, maybe 20% higher win rate for doing that. Big Wa was kind of like Golos. Any EDH players, any Commander Magic the Gathering players in the chat? Big Wa is Golos. That was the problem. It didn't matter what kind of Bone Splitter or Iron Jaw you were. Your army was simply better by being in Big Wa instead. So this is good and proper. This is a proper change. Fuck soup. Keep the armies unique and special and separate. And in fact, give them their own fucking books again. It's embarrassing. It's an insult not to do that. Big Pig fixed? Wait, Big Pig fixed? Hold up. Maw Grunta with Hack and Crew, Maw Grunta Gouges, and the Tusk Boss. Change last sentence, Unstoppable Momentum. Oh, I read this one too. I knew about this one. At the end of the battle round, subtract 1 from the unit's momentum. It used to be once per turn. The momentum rule that they wrote on the Pig Boss seemed to me to be a direct it's like somebody challenged the rules writers to write something that was preposterously unfun for a really cool model. It's like, this model is so cool, we bet you could write the least fun shit ever and people would still play it. And they came up with the momentum rule. This one, you lose momentum essentially half as quickly. This is a big change. I still hate the momentum rule and the whole concept of it and its implementation, but this is obviously a better version of it. It's the rage mechanic for Agrodons, except it's not nearly as anti-fun as those are. The Agrodon rage mechanic is the most anti-fun rule I could almost imagine. That shit is so stupid. Anyway, good work, I guess. Momentum sucks. It's less annoying now. Please enjoy. They did not change the Bone Splitters one. Oh. Oof. Damn. They are never going to shake off the allegations of Bone Splitters maybe not being in the game anymore come forth. These allegations are unshakable. Slovak, how are you doing tonight? What are you reading through? This is the patch. Age of Sigmar patch. The patch notes for competitive play. And so far, actually, good stuff. Wrath of Titans, Earth-Shaking Roar, replaced... Oh, hey. I know what this is, because I just played Mega Gargants for the Tournament of Champions. I remember this one. This one is shit. It does nothing. None of them do anything. They're all trash. Roar is better than all of them. But you have to use other ones, because you can't just keep using Roar, but your abilities are trash. What does it do now? This was the worst one, I think, maybe. Pick one enemy within 3 up, cannot issue. Oh, it's just Roar. In addition, the just garbage crap that it used to do. But they decided to say, hey, the entirety of what it used to do, keep it. Plus Roar. Honestly?
We're safe on live.
Dude, huge. This is the shit. Mega Gargant players. Yeah, double Rories. Massive. So you get every end of the charge phase, you're like, roar that guy. Roar 2 that guy. And stomp the third guy. Let's fucking go. Actually, huge W for the Gargant players. This shit slaps. This is good. Oh, also, 2 Mega Gargants fighting one guy. Roar? Damn, I failed. Back up, roar. Succeed. Let's go. You got roar insurance if you're absolutely like two-timing somebody. Big. Damn, that's kind of nice. I hope they keep that in the new battle tome. Alright, now we got points. Points changes 10 everywhere. Let's go through it. Feel free to speak up in chat if you play the army. Because there's some intricacies with points changes that I won't know because I don't play a lot of these. Emerald Lifeswarm went down, good. Geminids of Ulgiush up. Pendulum up. Nobody cares. Bestigors down 20. 180 Bestigors, okay. Claws of Karanak up 20 to 120. City of Sigmar. Great Cannon down. Steam Tank up big. Fusel Major on Ogre Warhulk. The cool guy, the funny man, 130. Steam Tank Commander up 20. Talia Vedra down 40. And she's in the Tournament of Champions, need I remind you. This is correct. Command Corps up 30. Good. And then also they were nerfed. They're still amazing, I think. You're just not going to take multiple. And then Wilder Corps Hunters. Who? I don't know enough about Cities of Sigmar, but these seem like big points changes. Tanks up 20. Talia down 40. Free Guild Command Corps up 30. This unit was so fucking good, but it got a point. It got the core rules of the whole game changed instead of just changing their war scroll, which is normally bad form for rules writing. But yeah, so their ability can't stack anymore, and they're plus 30. Weathercorp Hunters keep going down, probably. I don't know. Anything crazy with Slays to Darkness? Define crazy. The Demon Prince got a decent increase on the number of attacks of either sword or talons, which makes him slightly better. I don't know if he's worth playing yet, but it seems they realize that he sucks so bad that it's generally not even correct to turn into one when you roll that. So, like, that's probably a failure of his entire war scroll, and so they're trying to change his war scroll. The real killer is that all of his abilities are heroic actions, which they shouldn't be. And then on top of not being heroic actions, they also suck. That's his real problem. Fire Slayers, the Wall of Green, just everybody down. Play them. Doomseeker, chilling at 70. Unless it's Claws and Weapon, you're good. Yep, that's what I thought. As a non-Slaves player, I looked at it and I'm like, it should have been Claws and Weapons. But, alright. Nice Wall of Green. Runefather down 20. Runesmiter down 20. Okay. Just a bunch of -10s. Can you play another unit now? Maybe. Interesting. Lumnath. Tekla is down 20. Some other minuses. Sentinel's down 10. Yeah, this is probably right. I mean, you can't snipe heroes anymore. You can't target them. So, no reason to keep all of the ranged units in the game that you made really expensive to stop sniping people. When you change the rules so that you can't, you might as well bring them back down again. I look forward to Iron Blasters going back down. Fusiliers being at 170 seems like a lot, considering they can no longer do mortal wounds at all. But 200 seems like a lot for an Iron Blaster, so what do I know? Magakin of Nurgle. You did get... I say it's a nerf. It's like a... You got a tactical nerf, but it was replaced with a just really good debuff, actually. And then a bunch of shit went down. Except for Morbidex Twiceborn. Okay. Night Haunt, Nagash down 40. Hey, he's 860. Keep going. The real thing the Night Haunt got was 2-inch reach on all their cool looking guys. Probably Blade Geists, let's be honest. They quote unquote kind of doubled their damage-ish. So that's kind of exciting. Why Morbidex? I assume because in the statistics they were looking at, Morbidex was used instead of the other two more often, probably. I'm just spitballing here. That seems to be that's the only possibility, right? Is that he was just used too much or something? I don't know. I generally think that if Nurgle is a problem army, okay, but if it's not, then probably, for the most part, nothing should really be going up. He was the cheapest by 20, and was as good as the other ones. Okay. So they're just kind of putting them more in line with each other, because they're all about as good as each other. Ogre Maw Tribes. Bloodpelt Hunter down. Okay, well he can't teleport, so he's useless. You played this guy for one season, and he wasn't particularly great in that season, and now he's worthless. Same with Butcher. Frostwood on Thundertusk. This could be 300 and no one would play it. Mournfang pack. Finally. Down 20. This is after they didn't go down last time, and I thought they were gonna. 20 down. That's a big... 20's a big pull. 150. And then Leadbelcher's down, because they suck. Yep. Are Mournfang good now? No. But we just got some more points in every Beastclaw army, basically. And I play one unit of Mournfang in the old list. So my 2010 army is now 1990. So easy. Let's go. Alright, I get to play the good list. Yeah, Kragnos up 15. God, 11. Kragnos up 11. Huge. This is good for Mournfang enjoyers. Big. Frostwood on Thundertusk. This poor man. Nothing can save him. It's a War Scroll thing. Butcher minus 10 is good because Slaughtermaster is better, right? Leadbelcher's down is good for Guts, maybe? Jeez. Most of the Guts I've been seeing recently aren't doing the minimum cheapest Leadbelcher battle line plus a bunch of Iron Blasters anymore. They're mostly, you know, they're sampler platter. Here's some Iron Guts, here's some Gluttons, just meat and potatoes stuff, right? But hey, any extra points is good with me. Oh shit, CJ Busta. Thanks for gifting a tier 1 sub to Shadearu VT. Keep on the grind, brother. I've been seeing you stream. Thanks for watching. And CJ Busta as well, gifted to Seif the Thief. Get Seifed. Get absolutely Seifed. And thanks for the 6 tier 1 gifts to the community. Did it hit anybody? K Smiles get owned. B Timmy get owned. Damn. Mr. Magic Conch. Triple sniper. He shot 6 bullets. He hit 3 times. 50%. Appreciate it. Thanks for the donations. This is, we celebrate. I get to play old list if I feel like it. I get to play the test list of, like, how many Mournfang can you fit in a Beastclaw army to see if they're good now by just spamming them. And I get to play the old list for Adepticon and stuff. Not bad. Finally hit 1,500. Holy shit. His power level is off the charts. Oh, Matara spin? Holy proxy. Very good taste. And, oh, Pippo Wiggly. CGO Busta. Even better taste. Damn. Impressive. Very nice. What else we got here? Gloomspite Gietz. Stuff is starting to finally go down. Loon Boss. Just the big monsters that suck. Web Spinner Shaman. Yeah, let's get rid of that 5. Let's round them out. Boingy Boys, Gabapalooza, Snuffler's up. Scuttle-Tide down. Alright. This is just like a little movement. I think it's time to stop. We're done hurting Gloomspite Gietz. They're good, but it's fine. I can still lose to them, right? But they're fine, right? Yeah, Thunderbellies, here we come. Thundertusk could join the Screaming Bell in the Siger Zone, where it's so cheap you spam it just for the extra wounds. Yeah, pretty much. They're in the race to the bottom. A lot of the stuff is in the race to the bottom, though. Throughout the whole game, really. They are writing very polarizing war scrolls. You know, that's one of their problems. Look at this wall of green for Hedonites. Oh. Oh. Dexessa. Shalaxi Hellbane. Yo, keep her down 20 though. Sinessa. The Masquee. Hellstriders with Claw Spears and Daemonettes down to 110. Still no, but good try. All you have to do is change their War Scroll ability to be able to target themselves, and we're... Gentlemen, start your engines. Ishlane Guard, Morsar Guard down 10. Okay. KO up with everything because they're amazing. Down with Ironclad. Okay. No rules changes, just maybe you can fit one fewer unit in now or something. Supposedly, I don't pay too much attention to the competitive stuff, but it seems like KO is the best army in the game. Maybe Cities, they both took... Cities got rule changes and big points increases, and KO just got everything up. But I don't think any rule changes. Also, Ironclad cheaper. Cool. Orc War Clans. Gordrak down 20. Ma Grunta Gouges. Ma Grunta with Hackin' Crew. Tusk Boss. Yo, down 20, 30, and 30 for the pigs. So they buffed their rule to decay twice as slow. And then brought them all down 20 or 30. Alright. Pigs are in free fall, but maybe you can play some of them now. Zogrock Anvil Smasher, which is the best name, down 10, nice to see. Round out these 5s, nice to see that. Ard Boys down 20. Nash Tooth. Monster Killers. These things are so cheap. And then the Stab Grat. 3 Ironclads, let's go. Wait, shooting is good? It can be, yeah. In a vacuum, the ability to shoot is safer and easier than melee. Because you don't have to run up there, you don't have to get into the danger zone, and you can just like cause damage from real far away. So in a vacuum, just the ability of shooting is better than melee. Melee stats are usually way better than shooting stats, but sometimes shooting stats get too good, or you can teleport across the entire board and just land somewhere and then shoot, you know. I think you just take this guy, like 130 is kind of nice. 110. Was the -5 necessary? Yeah, because they're getting rid of all the 5s from the game. Because 5s were unnecessary. There wasn't that level of granularity to anything. So they're getting rid of, in keeping with getting rid of all the 5s, this stuff either had to go up 5 or down, and they decided down. So fair enough. And then OBR. Stuff up, stuff down. Vokmortian down 20, good try. Nagash down 40, good try. Kill a boss for some reason. He's got a stab grot. 80. Now you'll play him. Nagash down 105. Was he printed in the book as... Was he 965 in the book? Was it a typo? Steam tanks up in price, people ran those? I have no clue, Craig. Every Cities of Sigmar list I saw or played against ran essentially infinite shooting, that kind of whatever you did, you would get shot off the table and you could just get exploded. I never saw a steam tank. Maybe there were some steam tank lists and those were really good. I'm just not aware of them. Generally they're doing these points changes based on data now, so I'm gonna assume that there were a lot of steam tank lists and they were good. I just never saw any myself. There was one steam tank spam build that came second at LVO, and basically that's why they nerfed them. Oof. Damn, sometimes you gotta purposefully lose a tournament just so your guys won't get nerfed, I guess, right? You gotta low-key do well. He only lost because he didn't complete a grand strat. Ooh, damn. See, it happens to good players too, not just me. Not completing grand strats. Can we all agree to blame the dude for the tank nerf? Not at all. No. The blame is on the people who wrote the rules in the first place. And then, to a lesser degree, those who decided to change those rules in the second place. If you don't want tanks to be that good, don't write them that good. Players are going to just play stuff. They're just going to play the good stuff. Anyway, funny minus 105. Royal Terrorgeist down 55 because it's a non-hero monster and those always suck. Royal Zombie Dragon down 70 because it's a non-hero monster and those always suck. Cryptghast Courtier 80. Oof, okay. Crypt Inferno Courtier. Just getting rid of the 5s at this point. Okay, points down. Flesh Eater Court Sweep. Came out too early for any changes. No rules changes. A whole bunch of shit is cheaper that you didn't want to play anyway, actually. Flesh Eater Courts. Sneaking under the radar. I see you. You know why they bothered with the 5s in that book? Yeah, the previous one, I don't know why either. But now we're getting rid of them, so good. Seraphon, Croak up. Astroth Bear up also. Skink and Slan up. A bunch of Stegs. The stupid Flappy Boys down to 100. You know, people used to play those things. Skip it over Doc and Zinch. Did I? Oh, true. Bloodrak Shrine, Hag Queen. Oh, Morathi down 20. Oh, okay. Daughters of Cain were struggling. To be fair. Well, they weren't really struggling, but they were struggling relatively to the privilege that Daughters of Cain have become very used to enjoying for as long as they've existed in the game. If they're not top 6, they're actually suffering. And so these points changes are proper. Because Daughters of Cain was just in middle of the pack, maybe. Just... Ugh. Eating at Panera Bread, getting a headache. Waking up at 11. That's not okay. Daughters of Cain have to be constantly one of the better armies in the game. Otherwise, the world will end. So, this is fine. This is all good. Good changes. Snakes stay expensive, but Marathi is cheaper. Thing that everyone has to play. And then Disciples of Tzeentch. I don't know what any of this does. I've never seen a Tzeentch player in my life. During 3rd edition. Can anyone who's good at the economy of Tzeentch tell me whether -10 to 4 random guys I've never heard of? I mean, I've heard of them, but yeah. I don't know. Maybe it's cool. Because if Mournfang went down 10, I would have been just as happy. And so maybe there's a Tzeentch player who's like, yes, Magister on disc, now my list is 2,000. Like, I don't know. They all adjust their Excel files instead of playing the game. I mean, maybe. It could be. Anyway, back to Seraphon. Stuff happened. Do people just hate Seraphon's playstyle, or are they really a problem? I'm not setting this up to mean or push you in the direction of saying that. I actually don't know. I've gotten essentially like 1 game in against Seraphon in all of 3rd edition. And I happen to be playing an army that like accidentally is really good against it. Because I'm playing Kragnos and a bunch of Stonehorns. And so, guy who's immune to magic almost, and a bunch of 5-up wards on monster trucks that can run real fast, it actually is really good against a Croak list. They're a problem when all 8 spells go off and everything is perfect, otherwise no. Okay, so they're a combo deck, in other words. They're a burn deck. Astrobearer is required? Yes, he is. So, actually, like, your list went up 50. Because you have to play both of those, if you're in that type of list. Lizard haters. Soulblight, Corpse Cart up. Yeah, that thing was probably too cheap. Prince Vor Dry down 30. Yep. Velocita is just strictly better than him. Literal Who stuff no one would ever play. Yo, hey, hold on. Blood Knights -20? It's happening? Dude, Blood Knights are one of the units that it seemed like they had signed a pact that just said Blood Knights must always be too expensive. Down 20 is big. This is like they broke the Mournfang pack, and they broke the Blood Knight pact. We're brothers. As far as like mediocre cavalry that has historically always been way too expensive, it's good to see my fellow Cav go down 20, which is not... It's not nothing. It ain't nothing. Prince and Blood Knights? Your Castelli Keep, you know, themed army might actually get an entire extra 5 Blood Knights in it. I haven't done the math, but that's kind of big. Kind of nice. I'm still running a normal Velocita, but good work. Nice. Nice to see. Although, maybe... how about 200? Can we get to 200? Just to make it even, to round it out a little bit. Gracier on Screaming Bell plus 20. Why? Plague Monks plus 90. This is actually because the unit size just became 20 from 10. They didn't actually go up. It's an optical illusion. The unit size went from 10 to 20, so it just doubled it in cost. That's all. They didn't, yeah. Anyway. Plague Sensor Bearer is up 10, and then a bunch of green, man. Thankful down 30. Aren't you thankful that that happened? Various Vermin Lords that are all way too expensive went down 10 or 20. You like to see it. Warp Lightning Cannon, my boy. Alright. Rat Ogres. Even rat ogres are going down. Can you believe the Plague Claw catapult is 90? The cost on this thing. Slavs to Darkness. Nothing? What? Archeon down 40. Yeah, same as Nagash. Keep going. Ain't worth it. Thedra Skullscryer. Wait, is she the good one? Plus 20? Is she part of the Virtua Fighter 2 cool pack? Or is she the... She's got to be the good one if it's going plus 20. I can't remember which one. I could have seen some more green here in the Slaves to Darkness section, I'm not gonna lie. I could have afforded a bit more green. Kind of a short STD. Yeah, Godsworn Hunt, that's it. Sons of Behemoth, ooh, minus 10. Minus 30 Man Crusher Mob. Oh, because Garkin got minus 10, fair enough. Yeah, I need a little more ramp in STD. Where's my Nature's Lore? Where's my 3 visits at? Give me that Farseek. I can find a dual land with it. This is actually kind of cool. I wanted more, but honestly, the rule change for Sons of Behemoth is so much better. Double Roar is a big fucking deal. Like, that's sick. And Man Crushers going down mean you can actually... What is it Penny Dude saying? War Stomper and 12 Man Crushers for 2,000? Jesus. Also War Stomper, King Broad, 8 Man Crushers? That's kind of nice. And then both of your Megas can roar? Kind of sick. STD is as close as Jitterbug gets to fair and balanced. Yeah, I suppose so. I got so used to all this green, you know? Green walls. That it stopped here. Double roars and 16 rock throwers. Dude, we're throwing rocks tonight. I like it. And then Stormcast Eternals. Shorter than usual. Crap Sworn Craplar, negative 20. Crap AZ, the Crapped, negative 20. Crap Dis, Son of Crapotheon, negative 20. Lord Relictor, my man, minus 10. This is... Ooh. Hey. We see you. We see you and we appreciate you. TY for that one. Vandus, who, Merhand, negative 10. And Questor Soulsworn, negative 20. Kron D's nuts, got him. Yeah. 12 Man Crushers is 24 rocks and a War Stomper Stomp. That's a lot of rocks. Any Stormcast players? I know a little bit about Stormcast, and... I would have said 200. 190 to make it, like, legitimately very tempting. Is 210 close enough? Are you, like, considering this? I know you're running a Relictor, so just thanks for the free points, right? You're still stoked that your Castellan army went from 20 knights to 25? Oh, did you do the math? Can we fit... Because of minus 20, and possibly even minus 30 if you're doing the Prince Longdong thing, can you fit a straight-up additional 5 knights in there? That would be sick. Questor played at 2:30. Ooh. Hey, Merry Christmas. Let's fucking go. Not bad. Okay. And finally, Sylvaneth. Alariel down 20 to a clean 8 hundo. A free and clear plan. 8 hundo. I don't remember her being that expensive. Alariel. Drycha down 300. Warsong Revenant down 30. And Glade Wyrm down 10. Glade Wyrm is the D3 Mortal Wounds guy, right? And then there's the Spite Swarm Hive, which a lot of people use as a linchpin for charge rolls for their army. And then the Big Tree, which maybe sometimes does a D6 Mortal Wounds, I think, or maybe that's an old version if you're close to a Wildwood. Shit's pretty cheap, man. D3 damage within 1 and heal D3 within 6. Oh, okay, it has both. That's kind of neat. Drycha is the perfect monster waifu. I'm not into insectoid stuff, but also true. Hammerhand is not a bad single slug for value. No, he's not. And he has a command ability that's good if you play a whole bunch of pugs. I don't know that I would play him, but 180 is getting pretty cheap, right? Grow up. Damn. Okay. Points change is kind of nice. All over the place, depending on who you are. Rules changes. Biggest winners, Double Wrath and Sons of Behemoth, changes the fucking game. The game, the world has changed. That's big. Orc War Clans no longer literally better than all of the other sub-factions by far anymore. You actually maybe should play your own army, which is generally nice, even if it'll hurt. Grasping Dad, a little easier to do. Null Myriad, BTFO. 2-inch reach on Nighthaunt is actually quite nice. Quite nice indeed. Fire Slayer's 2-inch range, huge, at least for Volkites. This thing is way worse, but also way better in a completely different way, and I don't think you play it one way or another. Sliver's changed in a way that effectively doesn't matter, but it speeds up your pace of play, which is alright. Fusiliers either completely shelved useless tier or just too expensive, and when they come down 20 next battle scroll, people can play them fair and square. We'll see. Croxagore did the wound change thing that certain ogre players have been asking for. Well, not even really asking for. Demanding, perhaps. Still bad. Also fewer points. Fewer and being annoying, I guess. Something happened with horrors. I don't care. Hopefully Tzeentch players like it. Demon Prince is moving in the right direction. They realize that he's trash, but he's trash for so many reasons that won't save him. Sloppity, I like this nerf because it's worse, probably, but they replaced it with a decent effect. Like -1 to hit rolls in a giant circle is quite nice anyway. At least you got something out of the deal. Plague Monks, once again, back to being the proper unit size of what comes in the box. I just think that's what always should be the case. Ahem. I just think every unit should be the size of what's in the box. It's that, so it's simple then. As far as the seasonal changes, Literal Who, good for people who don't have any wizards, and sure. Let's see. Big Blizzard haters, stay mad. 46 mortal wounds coming back at you. Or not, kind of depends. Not bad. There are a bunch of, like, individual of these. Can anyone say before I click on one of them, is there, like, new shit in here that wasn't changed? Oh, actually, yes, I can see right here. Catacross got something. And he wasn't in the... He didn't have a change in the battle scroll. So some of these might actually have some FAQs. Well, in that case, we get to look through every battle tome in the game and see if there's any changes. Time to dig in. No, Myriad nerfed. 4-up. We know. We went over it. Catacross, Supreme Lord of the Bone, Reaper Legions. You can use command ability in your hero phase if this unit is more than 3 inches from all enemy units. That's how it was before. This unit must receive the command. That's how it was before.
Fucking big.
Orteris, thanks for the 200 bits. So fucking big. Your next hero phase, add 1 to hit rolls for attacks made with friendly bone reapers while they're wholly within 24. The table. And add 1 save rolls for attacks targeted while they're wholly within. Okay. I could have sworn this is what it was before. What am I missing? Any OBR players? What am I missing? Catagross. Hero phase, if a unit is more than 3 from all enemy units, must receive, add 1 to hit rolls for attacks made while, and add 1 to save rolls for attacks to target friendly. It was a pulse, now it's an aura. Till your next hero phase, add 1 to hit rolls for attacks made with friendly OZ or opponent reapers wholly within. Oh, it was a pulse, now it's, I see. I see. Yep, true. It was a single pulse and then they could do whatever. Now it's as long while they are wholly within. I get it. Okay. Okay. So it is worse, but it's still a massive aura. His base is not small, and he's usually near the center of the table. He's got like a 50-inch diameter fucking orb. But okay. Sometimes you might lose the buff if you charge outside of that or something. Got it. Okay. I think a lot of people probably just played it like it was an aura anyway. The man's still cool. We're good. Okay. Seraphon. Croxzora now big. Command traits, we knew this one. You get less cosmic power points. Sure. Mystical and Forging, casting value of 8, range of 12. Pick 1 enemy unit within range, invisible. Till the start of your next hero phase, ignore negative modifiers of save rolls for attacks made by that enemy unit. Okay. Interesting. I thought in my head it was like he ignores rend. This is kind of that. Yeah, I think it's set rend to dash, and now it's just ignore all. So if they, on their turn, use an ability or cast a spell or something that would add rend, he still says no to it. It is a silver bullet, straight up silver bullet. I think we're just clarifying no loopholes. Thou shalt not get rended. Flesher to courts, nothing. Actually, everything, because this is new, right? Yeah, this is new, right? Enhance. Enhance. Alright. If an enemy unit is in combat with Big Oosh, for more than 1 turn, can his Soul Cage Fragment ability reduce the unit's bravery characteristic by more than 1? Yes. Good. That makes sense. You become more and more insane the longer you stand next to him. When setting up a replacement unit using the Summon Loyal Subjects battle trait, do I need to factor in the health of the models in that unit that count as having been slain for the purposes of Battle Shock? No. Okay. And that one other rule, elsewise, says, unless otherwise noted. Here's the otherwise noted, so we're good. This is also good. I think, just for speed of play, you don't want to have to be putting stuff to the right of the table in like a really slain pile and then a fled slain pile. It's just kind of a hassle. So essentially good for that one. When picking a delusion using Big Oosh's Epicenter of Deluge, can I pick the same delusion as the one I picked before the start of the first turn? No. God damn it. Ah. That sucks. No hot swapping. That's too bad. No staxies. If I have picked the feast day, does Oosh still need to have 6 noble deeds? Yes. Although friendly Flesh Eater Courts units wholly within 12 would be affected by it, the ones that are even farther away have to do the thing because that's what the thing says. Okay. That is technically how it worked. I wondered if that was intentionally how it worked, and it is, so fair enough. Noble deeds. Noble deeds. Add the following to the third paragraph. Each time friendly abhorrent fights, if that unit is mounted, any wounds caused by attacks made by the rider must be allocated first, followed by wounds allocated by attacks made by its mount. Interesting. Okay. That makes sense because technically the opponent is the one taking the damage, so they could screw you, and we don't want that, so you have to do it. You have to do it the way that we intend the rule to work. Okay. Noble deeds done dirt cheap. Yeah. Summon loyal subjects. Change last sentence. Remaining models which are not set up as part of the replacement unit count as having been slain and can be returned to the replacement unit using, for example, the muster or rally. Okay. This was an open question, kinda. Seems like you get half the unit, and that's... Now we start building. Start multiplying. Master of the Menage. In addition, when that unit is set up, it can be set up wholly within 7 of the edge of the battlefield instead of 6. Oh, hey, cool. Nice. Nice. Grand Justice Gourmain. Pronounce judgment. Dishonorable conduct in battle. Oh, just change? Okay, pick one enemy unit visible to this unit and is more than 3 from all friendly units. Roll a die. 3 up until the end of the turn. Friendly Flesh Eater Courts units can charge even if they ran, as long as they finish the charge move within a half of the enemy you picked. So it can't, like, the thing you target can't already be in combat then. I still like the guy. Crypt Guard. This unit has a ward of 5 up, big. In addition, add 1 to ward rolls friendly FEC heroes wholly within 3 of any units with this ability. Wholly within 3? I'm like, their bodyguard, fair. They do have to be really close. Alright. Ahem. Mostly no stacking. Stackers, no stacking. And then Royal Zombie Dragon, Loathsome Descent. During deployment, instead of setting up, place to one side, say that it is circling high above as a reserve. Yeah, they just... Perhaps they missed the reserve unit name on that. Alright. Okay. Switch hat, sure. We'll go Altered Beast. We're talking about Flesh Eater Courts after all. Oh, dude, what if there's an FAQ for ogres? What if we got something? And what if it's good? Holy shit. Daughters of Cain. Is the Blood Sisters turn to Crystal ability used before or after wounds are allocated by their combat attacks and slain models are removed from play? Before. Okay. Thanks for the clarity. Nothing new. Core rules, I downloaded that one already and we looked at it. Stormcast Eternals. Krondis, Ancient Master of War. At the start of the combat phase, you can pick one enemy unit within 3 of this unit, subtract 1 from the attack characteristic of that unit's melee weapons. Same unit cannot be affected by this ability more than once per phase. Boo. Boo, I say. Bro. If you were playing Krondis and Crazy, let them have it. Let them have it. And then the Vanquishers greatswords up. Was anyone seriously playing Double Dragons? If they were, they're cool. And that should work. You gotta get something for playing 2 of those things. It's half your army. You literally deserve the -2 attack. It should just work. Nothing new here. We know about the battle tactic. Sons of Bigamot. Nothing here. They want to let you know, hey, you got double Rorys, please enjoy. And they will. STD. Warp Reality is a spell with casting value 6, range 9. Pick one other friendly Tzeentch Slays the Darkness unit visible. Remove a unit from the battlefield, set it up again wholly within range, more than 9. Cannot move in the next movement phase. What changed about this? Did it have to be a Tzeentch Slays the Darkness unit? Or did they once again forget the movement thing? I actually can't recall. Any Slays the Darkness Tzeentch Mark of Tzeentch Warp Reality users? I don't think there are a terribly large amount of you, but... You can't target yourself anymore. Okay. You used to be able to move after and wink yourself out of... and thus wink yourself out of existence. Okay. That sounds like a very Tzeentchian thing to accidentally do, which is funny, and I like it. Good change. And then Slaves the Darkness, Demon Prince. His attack profiles were changed. I think it should have been... You get the talons no matter what. And either the axe or the sword. Like, you have 2 weapons, in essence. I think they should have done that one. I don't think this is quite enough, but it's good. It's good that they're trying. It's good that they're trying. It's just a fun thing that sometimes happens, you know? Scaven. Noxious Prayers. Change the keyword restriction to Clan's Pestilence Priest, including unique, okay? And then we know about the battle tactics thing. Alright. I don't know what the keyword used to be. Maybe it didn't include unique. Not sure. Not sure and unknown. Orc War Clans. 2 of your battle tactics, no soup. You have to actually play the army that we made these for. We didn't think people would do the thing that they were definitely going to do. Tusk Baus. And we changed the momentum to be a little more fun to play with. And then Craig knows the bros with the most. Still 720. I'm fine with it. At least Mornfang went down. I'm pleased. Oh, what's this? Yo, we got a thing? Hold up. Ogre's got something. The Avalanche of Flash battle tactic requires 10 or more mortal wounds to be caused by the trampoline charge battle trait in order to be completed. If 10 or more mortal wounds are caused by the battle trait, but some are negated and the total number of wounds allocated is less than 10, is the battle tactic completed? Well, I would say, is the requirement causing 10, or is the requirement allocating 10? And the requirement is causing, so I would say it is still completed. Games Workshop agrees. Big, good work. I agree. Still looking for the Thundertusk War Scroll rewrite, but I will patiently wait for 4th edition on that one. If wound was negated, was it caused? Yes. Through the magic of rules lingo, yes. You first cause a wound, and then allocate it. And some things stop you from allocating it, but it was still caused. 2-inch reach for all the fun stuff. Please enjoy. I think particularly Bladegeist Revenants, but I don't know. Ahem. I don't know. Nighthaunt players, how happy are you? Probably not as happy as you could have been, but this is good. This is a good thing. 2-inch reach on dudes with great swords. You only have Hex-Wraiths, so you don't know? Alright, fair enough. Mankin of Nurgle. Bilepiper changed. Oh, Glotkin update. Okay. At the start of the enemy movement phase, you must roll 2d6 for each enemy unit that is within 3 of this unit. If the roll is equal to or greater than the unit's bravery, the unit must retreat, or it suffers d6 mortal wounds at the end of the phase. Yeah, I think it used to say if it can't retreat, then it takes d6, but this is just better rules language. And also, I don't think it used to say end of the phase. So, maybe it takes d6 mortal wounds at the end of a phase in which it could not retreat. It's still not a choice, though. You do have to retreat. You can't choose not to. But if you're surrounded, you actually can't, so you're just going to take the d6 mortal wounds. Horrific opponent. Luminath. Update. Can Illuminath Realmlord's Wizard use their Deep Thinker's ability to automatically cast a spell that has casting value of 10 or higher, such as Merciless Blizzard? No, they cannot. However, the casting roll could be modified by using Primal Magic Dice in order to allow the spell to be successfully cast. So you can't think your way into blizzarding. What's the matter? Is this thought too deep for you? Is Merciless Blizzard too deep? Alright. Hey, get owned, I guess. Sorry about that. Fue Than. Yep, we read that one. Eidolon, we read that one. Oh, and Amarty Thralls. Oh, please let me pick. Please let me pick. Please. Ah. Amarty Thralls, Sweeping Blows. Please, God, let me pick. When this unit is picked to fight, you can say that it will use its Sweeping Blows ability. If you do, pick one. Yes. Until the end of the phase, add one attacks characteristic units to Lombardi Blades, but it can only target units that have a wounds characteristic 1. No! No! God damn it.
The windup in his first offering. Just a bit outside. He tried the corner and missed.
Okay. Fuck. Namarti Thralls have been so close to great. They're this close to greatness for 4 years or so shit. If only you could pick which weapon mode to use against anybody. But you can't pick. So they are bad. I don't know what the errata was really like. It used to be like depending on who you were targeting, it just did that. Now they have this little thing you pretend to pick, but what this does is that if you're splitting attacks or something, you can't split attacks if one of them have 1 wound and the other ones have something to, you know, blah blah blah. I'm sad. General's Handbook pitched battles. Well, technically this was an update. Wizard Fingers, Battle Tactics, Power Flux. And then the Malevolent Maelstrom has received an update. When this element spell is removed from play, if the die beside it is a 6, explode. When it explodes, each unit within 9 suffers D3. Wizard heroes suffer 3 instead of D3. Okay. I've never seen a Malevolent Maelstrom on a table in my entire life. Every once in a while, a competitive person comes in and tells me that this spell is like overpowered or amazing, and they play it all the time and it does work all the time. I've never seen it in my life. I'm reading the spell, it seems bad. I don't know. Yeah, like, I think I'm wrong because always good players. It's always good players that are like, this spell's amazing. And I read the spell and I'm like, this shit sucks. I never see anyone play it. Like, what? I'm wrong. There has to be something I'm not thinking of. It's just Croak. Oh. Okay, I thought they were saying that that endless spell was good or OP or strong or something. But what they mean is Lord Croak's Starborn army. It's another D3 that everybody can take once. Before the previous errata. Okay, that's it. So it is actually a bad endless spell. It's just sometimes a bad thing that finds a home. Now it's a combo, right? Well, that makes sense. I thought they were trying to say that that thing was like actually good. And I'm like, it shit sucks. It's good in a Starborn Lord Croak list because you cast 1,000,000 spells and blow everything up. I understand that part. And then Fire Slayer's just 2-inch range. That's cool though. T-Zench. 2-inch range. Nothing to see here. Moving on. Dong Bringer's Book 2. Reign of the Butte. Oh, this is the Unstoppable Momentum. Unstoppable Momentum thing. Alright. And then some Hurled Terrain, which is cool. Kind of like the Mirror and Trees for that small window of time. That makes sense. As a combo piece in one singular army list. I accept that easily. The thing being like actually good and just putting it in any old army though. Alright, City Sigmar. Enhance. Talia Vedra's Lead from the Front ability allows for the rally command to return slain models on a roll of 4 up instead of a 6. It also does that in combat. Does this only apply when the conditions in the ability are met, i.e. Talia Vedra and the unit receiving the command both need to be within 3 of any enemy units? Yes. Okay, so both are required for in-combat rally. Talia Vedra's, you can see that thing from the front ability. Truly rallying the troops. If I can pick 2 effects for Pontifex Zenestra's Vessel of Sigmar, can I pick the same effect twice? No. Well, that's not unexpected. Yeah, what it also means is that if she's not in combat, she doesn't rally on a 4 either. She purely rallies on a 6. Only if they are both in combat does she do both parts of that thing. And I've seen her War Scroll. I don't want her in combat necessarily. I mean, maybe, but... The Free Guild Command Core. Dispatch Spies ability reads, each time a command is issued, no more than 1 attempt to disrupt it can be made. Does this mean only 1... Hold on. Let's try again. Each time a command is issued, no more than 1 attempt to disrupt it can be made. Does this mean only 1 attempt can be made, regardless of how many Free Guild Command Core units with Whisperblades are in the army? Yes. Does each time it's issued no more than one attempt? So does no more than one attempt mean no more than one attempt? Yes. No more than one attempt, in fact, means no more than one attempt. Got it. Great question. If a unit is destroyed by a shooting attack made by a Cities of Sigmar unit, hey, it's me. Of course I know him. He's me. This is me. This is when I fight Cities of Sigmar. If a unit is destroyed by a shooting attack, yes. At first it's that, and then it's if an army is destroyed by a shooting attack. That was me when I played them. That was picked for the suppressing fire order. Is the dire roll made to see if the unit becomes suppressed? Is this relevant for the bring full arms to bear battle tactic? No. Okay, you get that. You get that. That's fine. Blazing weapons, no more shooty. Fusiliers could probably go down in points now, hopefully, in the future. And by now, I guess I mean 5 months from now or something. Wilder Core Hunters, hidden and dangerous. In addition, improve the rend characteristic of this unit's melee weapons by 1, while all the models in this unit are within 1 inch of a terrain feature. Oh, cool. It used to be, I believe it used to be wholly within terrain. Now you get an extra inch to play with. Not bad. Big uppies. Big uppies for the Wilder Core Hunters. Cool. Alright. Interesting changes here. Hopefully nothing is fucked. Blades of Corn. Just the sorcery thing. Damn. Blades of Corn getting off scot-free. They snuck through again. When will they stop getting away with it? Beasts of Chaos. Lord of the Twisting Wilds. Change the keyword restriction to Bray-haired Wizard, including uniques. Gore's 2-inch. Zangor 2-inch. Grash Rack Fellhoof. Infused with Bestial Vigor. This ability can be used while this unit is set up in ambush as a reserve unit. Oh, hell yeah. Nice. Good work, my man. He got a bonus rule. He got the Ren spell. He got the bonus rule. Please enjoy, actually. This rule is funny as fuck. Beasts of Chaos are actually sick. They're terrifying to play against, in my opinion. As an army that doesn't have any chaff at all, Beasts of Chaos are very scary to play against. Who knew? And then it's Dawnbringer's Book 3, but that's the old shit. As are the rest of you folks. Damn, not bad. Hey. Hey, alright. Points changes mostly good. No Slanesh update, yeah. RIP. What were you expecting them to do, CJ? Change 9 entire war scrolls? Essentially rewrite most of the battle tome? Yeah. Yeah. So what? I've been waiting for them to do that to ogres since the new book came out too. Get in line. Anyway, hey, good luck on your 4th edition one. At least keep her? Yeah, at least let Keeper target herself. Huh? Right. Sure, why not? I could give you a bunch of reasons why not, but none of them would be good reasons why not. Anyway, as far as the battle scroll is concerned, I'm going to be honest, right now and for a while, I've been in the waiting for this season to end mode. And also kind of waiting for 4th edition mode. I'm going to be going to a few events, Adepticon most notably, And I will be enjoying the points changes to my army list for that. That's kind of nice. I am a little bit reinvigorated because sometimes this happens. Sometimes you have an army list you like, and they change points in a way that you don't think was fair, and now your list is illegal. And you actually can't make anything you like. And so I just, like, sat on it. I'm like, I can't make anything I really like. This sucks. And so I played a little bit, but it was, I'll wait till they undo their mistake in the next patch. And then I had to wait 5 months for that, because this is the one we had to wait 5 months for. And they did, and I can play the old way again. So I'm like, I'm uniquely affected positively, because I can play my old list again. And I hadn't really ever settled on anything or found anything I liked in the interim. A lot of times you can do that, sometimes you can't. I don't know if these points changes affected you in those ways, or these rules. Somebody stop me, okay? This bone splitter stuff. We've been doing the Tournament of Champions. Exhibition matches. Pools. Last chance qualifiers, right? And I got a taste of the Beast Pounder Mega Gargant. That shit is so fucking fun. And Megas just got a second type of roar. Dude, am I mega pilled? Am I mega maxing? That shit's kind of nice. I don't know. That shit's kind of nice, man. Also, they're big. Kind of on brand. We'll see. I want to go with the old 5e Unearthed Arcana route. Make a bunch of wacky changes as a playtest thing and see what works. That would be cool. But they're ugly. They're uggo, but I really like to convert stuff. I'm a big converter. Damn, the problem is those legs. Those damn legs. They look really hard to repose. And they're so, like, if you're gonna have 4 Mega Gargants or maybe 3 or something, it just starts looking really copy-pasted. I really wish they had 2 different ways to post those legs up, you know. Give them tank treads or something. Yeah, make them the Doom Slayer or the Doom Guy Killer special demon with the tank treads that floats. 2 big snakes for leg. Ooh, ooh, nice. Give one a tree peg leg. Peg legs are stupid. I'm mad. I mean, you're trying to come up with something, so I appreciate that, but I hate peg legs. I think they look dumb. Slowly working towards 3D scanning those to repose in Blender. Just keep me informed. I'm not making any promises. I'm not saying I'm going to do anything. Just keep me informed. Keep the Discord informed of your progress. That's it. About 2 peg legs? Why not 2 peg legs, 2 peg arms, and a peg head? You look like the training dummy from Tekken. I don't know. Now cannon legs. There we go. Death proof. That's Sylvaneth. Yeah, I guess it is. Alright, cool. Peggers rejoin. Typical AOS stream, am I right? Just 3D print a giant broom. Let's go. Alright, well, I didn't need the document. I thought about it. I thought about stuff. Most of their changes were good. The seasonal stuff really wasn't. I don't think I like the seasonal changes much. Or rather, didn't seem to do a lot. But then again, I don't care about the seasonal crap anyway. It goes away kind of soon. When does it go away? How much longer must I suffer this season? It's not that bad. It's not like the worst season, I guess. Oh, it's just ended the edition? Oh, shit. Well, I guess that's the same thing. I guess waiting for the edition to end is the same as waiting for the season to end. And then it's 4th, and who knows what's happening in 4th edition. I got a lot of hopium about stuff they're definitely not gonna do. So we'll see how that one works out. Bloodbelt Hunter went down, what, 20 or something? He's 130 now, right? Ahem. Bloodbelt Hunter is how many points? A man went down. He went down 10. He's 130. 130 points. Someday, I hope I can play this guy again. I hope they give him... I hope he's like... I hope I have a reason that's fun to put him on the table again. Because I think I have a really cool looking one and I want to play with it more. Oh yeah, I was going to show you guys that because I don't know, some people, a lot of people probably haven't seen it. Let me get it. Hold up, where is this thing? Where is this stuff? Yeah, Bloodpelt Hunter, man. Here it is. He's in technically, all right, here's the base, right? He's in one of those tree stands. I gave him a little cap. He's got his got a little hunting season orange cap on. He's holding a cannon. He's a cannon holder. He's on the, he's in like a little tree stand there with the bear carcass on his back. If you can maybe see it, I don't know if you can see it. He's got a little raccoon friend, a little Jupes, a little raccoon friend on the base, watching his six, keeping him safe. And also, you probably can't see the color of it, but he's got one of them farmer tans on, back of the neck maybe, you know? Anyway, the theme of my ogre army is that they're all geniuses, and so instead of using like birds and stuff, all of them have cannons. He's a working man's ogre. This is one of those terrain features from one of the Ghoulish Wilds, that kind of thing. Does he have a beer? Yeah, a little tiny can right next to his foot. He's chilling. Also, technically, man's on a 32mm base. This whole thing. You got to keep the base size the same, you know, because that's a game piece. That's the game feature. And where there's a will, there's a way, right? Anyway, I like my little Bloodpelt Hunter guy. I hope I get to put him on the table again. He was like, I would say he was pretty alright when he could teleport and get a free battle tactic for it. But now that he can't, he doesn't, I mean, he's better than a Icebrow Hunter who does like literal nothing, but we'll see. They should make these dudes priests or something. All's I'm saying. Anyway, thanks for watching the emergency stream where we went over the battle plans and battle scroll, the patches. Kind of a neat one. I don't think I'm super negative on it. And it's partially because Mornfang went down 20 so I can play the cool shit. And let's see, next stream is Friday. Do you want to do a TTS game versus like 21 Mornfang or however many I can fit into? That could be kind of fun. I'll have something figured out for Friday's stream. Anyway, thanks for watching Emergency Stream. I'm gonna raid somebody. So, I don't know. Stick around a little bit. And then when we enter their channel, be all like, Age of Sigmar hype, big. TY for watching. I'll see you guys tomorrow, 6 o'clock. Might play a TTS game, might do a tournament. Might do a whole lot of other stuff. So I'll see you guys tomorrow. TY for showing up unplanned, by the way. I don't normally stream Thursdays. I'm pleased that a bunch of people showed up. Thanks a lot.